Welcome to PhenaFilm. This episode is a brief journey into the infinite and unexplored world of surreal films. Films that, in their essence, take you on a voyage of exploration within the subconscious, the mind, and the realms of dreams. The Fall of the House of Usher is a surrealist film with internal elements and a gothic atmosphere that shines brilliantly and marvelously in the early years of cinema, both in terms of visuals and setting. The director of this work is the theorist and renowned French filmmaker Jean Epstein, together with another prominent surrealist, Louis Buñuel. They adapted the screenplay for this film from a short story by Edgar Allan Poe with the same name. The story's narrator is an unnamed individual who, after receiving a letter from Roderick Usher, his childhood friend, expressing concerns about his health and belief that he's unwell, decides to visit him. There, he discovers that Madeline, Roderick's twin sister, is also ill and becomes aware of unusual events in the grand Usher family mansion. The film The Phantom of Liberty, directed by Louis Buñuel, is comprised of a series of scenes that logically have no apparent connection, yet ultimately converge into a cohesive and meaningful whole. In this work, Buñuel, with his unique and perpetual sense of humor, challenges conventional concepts and norms such as family, religion, and power institutions through peculiar and bizarre events that unfold.
Tu semblais si heureuse de venir.
J'aurais pas dû t'écouter.
J'attendais ce moment depuis si longtemps.
Je t'en supplie, François, ramène-moi à la maison.
Moreover, this later work by Buñuel has been hailed by critics as one of his finest. As Gary Indiana puts it, like Dostoevsky's novels, The Phantom of Liberty retains its surprise quality even when experienced a second, third, and fourth time. The film Inland Empire is to this date the latest cinematic work from David Lynch, one of the most renowned surrealist directors. Lynch entirely shot this work with a digital camera. Inland Empire is a powerful surrealist piece that creates and delves into multiple spaces while simultaneously tracing its own course. It presents a beautiful narrative of struggles, pains, and ultimately, perhaps, the liberation of a woman. The film, with the line on its poster reading "A woman in trouble," serves as our gateway into the story. It revolves around an actress named Nikki Grace who accepts a role in a film but gradually discovers that this production seems to be cursed. Quoting Jim Emerson, Inland Empire opens and contracts in your imagination while you watch it, and you're still watching it well after it's left the screen. It's a long but thoroughly absorbing 3 hours.
What is this?
It's me, Devin. It's me, Nikki. Look at me, you fucker!
Little Otik or Otesonic, a surreal horror comedy drama directed by Jan Schwankmeyer, is based on a folktale by K.J. Urban. The story begins when an infantile couple adopts a tree stump that oddly resembles a baby. They start indulging in fantasies, but everything takes a horrifying turn when the stump, in the shape of an infant, decides to come to life.
Jeez.
No já myslel, že to snad má nějaký pravidla, ne?
No má.
To Two critics have expressed the following about this work. Kevin Thomas has said, "The cumulative impact of Little Otik is engrossing and provocative, and Schwankmeyer draws splendid ensemble performances across the board." Gary Dowell also has said, "Schwankmeyer has created a bizarre cinematic treat that pokes fun at obsessive consumer culture." The film Endless Poetry is the latest cinematic masterpiece by Alejandro Jodorowsky, who himself stands as one of the pioneers in the history of surrealist cinema. Jodorowsky, who began his cinematic endeavors in the 70s, showcased his vibrant and distinctive world with just a few initial films. Now, after several decades, he has crafted his endless poetry with a touch of autobiographical essence.
Ricardo,
¿Qué? ¿Lo conocías?
era mi primo.
As for the film's narrative, Alejandro Jodorowsky, currently residing in Santiago, Chile, works in his father's store. He defies the pressure from his Jewish family to pursue a medical education and instead embarks on a journey as a poet following his true passion.
¡Qué mierda! ¡Sale, mierda!
The film Monty Python's The Meaning of Life is a comedy that won the grand prize at the 1983 Cannes Film Festival. This film delves into some serious and existential questions in everyone's life, such as where do I come from and where am I going, what happens after death, and why do we as humans fight with each other.
And frightening. Here. And the rough toes. Say to the mother. That's enough.
It took God 6 days to create the earth and Monty Python just 90 minutes to screw it up. The Meaning of Life is presented to us in an episodic and distinct format, sometimes interweaving with each other, each episode addressing a specific issue with strands of surrealism. The first part titled The Miracle of Birth and the seventh part titled Death, including funeral procession and heaven, showcases distinct facets of life.